Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. And today I wanted to talk to you about the lucky girl syndrome and why this is such an amazing thing to kind of practice on a daily basis, which can be extremely helpful for you on your spiritual journey. Now, first off, the lucky girl syndrome isn't exclusive to girls. And really, what we're talking about here is just how to wire your mindset. Now, the lucky girl syndrome actually did kind of go viral as a thought process and mindset on social media and TikTok. But really, if you come back and bring this back to the basics, all this really is a positive mindset that can actually be applied to and by anyone. Now, anyone that's on the spiritual journey, whether you are simply meditating because you are exploring spirituality or you've had a spontaneous awakening, to find success on this journey, you need a positive mindset. And that's how and where the lucky girl syndrome, or LGS, comes in, as it can be very helpful for you. Now, the truth is that spiritual awakenings are harder than if you're exploring spirituality by choice, simply because they take you through a dark night of the soul where you can get to your life's lowest lows, and sometimes it just sucks because you didn't really ask for any of it. Now, even if you actually had a very positive mindset before your awakening, this phase can feel so dark that it can manage to drag you down and keep you down for a while. We know that the dark phase serves a purpose, but if you don't find ways to understand what you're going through at that time, you get knocked down pretty hard, and trying to cope with that phase on your spiritual journey can be rather difficult. So, to explore how the lucky girl syndrome can actually help you, well, first off, let's talk about what LGS actually is. LGS is basically the attitude and mindset that you are extremely lucky and everything is always working out in your favor. Almost think of this as a mantra that you have and can feed yourself over and over until it becomes your reality on a regular basis. Now, lucky for some individuals, they can actually gravitate towards this mindset very easily in their daily lives. So what this can actually look like to an observer looking at somebody who's, demonstrating the LGS is really, wow, this individual has some serious luck, or they are extremely lucky. But when we observe this, are taking away from a very natural ability of that individual that's experiencing LGS to be able to adopt this mantra and really be able to manifest it in their daily lives. Now, you may actually know someone like this that can very naturally appear to be very lucky. And if you observe them closely enough, you'll see that they do things with a lot of ease because they stay mostly in the present moment. Their minds don't tend to travel too much towards the negative response of the past or look at the worst case scenario of the future. In fact, they can, in the worst of circumstances, pull themselves out of hard circumstances very quickly and very easily. If you observe them close enough, you will see that their underlying mantra usually is something along the lines of, "Don't worry about it, I'll figure it out. I am sure there's a solution to this problem and it will present itself." And, naturally, when you say stuff like this and think this way, things actually appear to be as that in your reality. People demonstrating LGS are always willing to take chances and they're always hoping for the best. So their mindset is naturally gravitating towards an anticipation of a positive outcome regardless of what their circumstances look like. Now, friends and family members of people that demonstrate LGS might actually be really frustrated with them because things are usually working out for these individuals, even though they don't properly plan for the situations and events coming up, and they manage to get by in life without any excess stress, unlike most people. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is not because these people are lucky, but rather what's getting them through in life in such a manner is their ability to believe that things will always work out in a positive manner. In the worst of circumstances, they appear strong. They can quickly pull themselves out of difficult situations simply because they are constantly projecting that things will be okay and will always be favorable. Now, maybe you have or act as if you have LGS also. If you do, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And if you don't operate in this way currently, well, guess what? You can actually train yourself to learn this, which is extremely helpful, especially after an awakening on your spiritual journey. Now, when you experience those low lows on your spiritual journey, it's key to cling to a positive attitude. Now, it's important to understand that what you go through on your spiritual journey is going to happen to you regardless. So you want to think about why not adopt a helpful attitude that's going to pull you through this and make it easier for you and make the circumstances actually favorable for you while you're going through the hard challenges on this journey. In case you're wondering, so how do I start to exhibit LGS? Well, you can start to repeat positive affirmations to yourself throughout your day, especially when negative situations or thoughts pop up. The more you do it, the more you can rewire your brain to believe these affirmations. Now, when you repeat the affirmations and then take inspired action, you hardwire these beliefs in your subconscious mind. So when you do this over and over, it naturally becomes your mindset and you start to exude this behavior in your daily life. This is especially most powerful after a spiritual awakening because you are already collapsing your old belief systems. And so why not replace it with new and healthy beliefs that will actually work to bring you the best results in your new era, especially after your spiritual rebirth. In case you're wondering, what are the mantras? Well, really, it can be anything you want it to be, but some examples include, this journey is happening for me and not to me. Everything is always working out for my highest and greatest good. I will have a favorable outcome in any situation. Things are always working out for me. And last but not least, the divine is always showering me with blessings, even if I can't see them. So you see, these are just a few, but I hope you get the point. Start incorporating this mindset no matter what the odds, and you'll see how you end up rewiring your mind to expect only the best outcome in every situation, and especially on your journey. I'm not taking away from the troubles or darkness of this journey because that is definitely going to be there, but our purpose is to always move towards the light, and this is just one of the ways that you can do it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. God bless.